Welcome to episode 5 of Dear Tisia. Y'all, we are doing so good. We have been doing so good. This show has been all that I wanted it to be, all that I needed it to be. Okay, y'all, we have been doing so good. And I don't want y'all to forget some of our milestones that we have. Okay, so first of all, I want y'all to leave a 5-star review. Not 2, not 4, baby. 5-star review, because I mean, if you've been hearing this episode 5, that means you love me as much as I love you. And so you need to give us a 5-star review, okay? I want you to subscribe to the Relationship Restored and Dear Tisia YouTube channel, okay? Subscribe, like, and subscribe. And then we have a goal by Labor Day. And our goal by Labor Day is 50,000 followers on Apple Podcasts, 500 reviews. We already at 250. We already halfway there, baby, and we only on episode 5. We already halfway there to 500 reviews. We already got 250. We're probably over 250 by now, okay? And then we want 100,000 subscribers on both channels. Y'all know I'm a dog when it comes to my goals. Don't play on me. Don't play on my name. If you fuck with me the way you say you do, okay? Help me hit my goals, okay? We got 50,000 followers on Apple Podcasts, 500 reviews, 5-star, all right? And then we got 100,000 subscribers, all right? Period. All right? We have our peanut gallery. Again, our good sis, Gabby, visiting us. To know Gabby is to love Gabby, you know? And I don't think I've ever said this, but like, you are so easy to love, Gabby. Like, you're just like the most kind spirited, like just easygoing love. You know what I'm saying? Just like friendship. Like, I can't even imagine you being combative. Like, I mean, clearly we've never had any like altercations or arguments or anything like that. But I couldn't even imagine, like, you know, you just seem like you know how to mitigate a lot of things in life, right? And
I like being a peacemaker.
Yeah, you're a peacemaker. Shout out to Gabby. Anyways, if you want to go out in the DMV area, look up Gabby and her page and her company, all right? So that you can figure out where to go in the city. All of the events are just like so lit. And that's really how we first met. I was invited to one of Gabby's events and it was a great time. Okay, so shout out to Gabby. Gabby's coming to give us her 2 cents on all the tea that we'll be dropping. We'll be dropping today. Okay, episode 5, y'all. Look, we in thick, right? Me and you us never part. Maki Dada. Okay, color purple. Okay, period. All right, a couple of or a review to read for our show is, listen, y'all. Yes! Exclamation points. 3 exclamation points. Yes. Been waiting on the first episode to drop. It was absolutely everything that I thought it was going to be, plus some. Thank you for always helping the girls out. Can't wait for episode 2. I hope it is everything that you thought it would be. If you want the most real, raw, trill, just most genuine version of me, catch me on Apple podcast, okay, Spotify and YouTube. All right, this baby, this ain't for no likes, this ain't for no clout, this is like literally the space that I dreamed of. And so yes, I'm so glad to hear things like this, because this is really who I am. I have this joke and I be like, I'm not who y'all think I am.
Hey,
I always say this, like when I'm going on my rants, I be like, I'm not who y'all think I am. And now you get to see who I am. I'm just a girl from Chicago, baby. I'm a girl from Chicago. Look, and also let me say this. Let me be clear, baby. I am from the west side of Chicago. I know people only think that Chicago has a south side. I'm from the west side of Chicago, K-Town, 21st, no worse, baby. 21st and Homan, okay? The west side of Chicago. Now, I went to high school south, but I'm from the west side of Chicago, K-Town, baby. 21st, no worse, 21st and home. And ask about me. My grandma was one of the longest living people on that block. Aight. Anyways, I digress. We're going on to our first segment of the red flag report. Okay. We're going to read this red flag report. Still married but miles apart. All right. In a recent Essence article, by Elizabeth Ayula, the concept of the silent divorce is explored. A growing trend where couples remain legally married, but emotionally, mentally, and often physically disconnected. Licensed therapists say this breakdown is usually caused by unresolved conflict, emotional neglect, poor communication, and unaddressed resentment. According to a 2023 Pew Research report, 55% of Americans believe unhappy couples stay in their marriages too long and that lingering disconnect can take a toll on mental health and self esteem. But is staying out of duty, fear, or routine the red flag? But is staying out of duty fear or routine the red flag? Or is it the refusal to do the work to reconnect? You know what the interesting thing? I have to tell y'all a story about once upon a time how I was in a ethically non-monogamous relationship.
Okay.
Y'all would think I'm crazy. I don't know if I should say this on live, baby, live on air. Once upon a time, child, I was given the red flag to date this woman's husband. This is a real thing. This is a real thing. Okay. A associate friend of mine hit me up and he was like, "Hey Tisia, my wife and I are exploring an ethically non-monogamous relationship. We were tasked with creating a list of who we would like to be, who we were interested in, and you've always been at the top of my list." He was like, "So like basically like, what do you think?" And I was like, "Nigga, what the fuck?" Like, I was like,
Yeah.
And he was like, "You want to talk to my wife?" I said, "Put that bitch on the phone."
Right.
I said, "Put her on the phone." And he did. He put us in a group chat. We exchanged numbers. And that woman called me and she said, "Tisia, my husband's obsessed with you." She was like, "You have always been kind of the talk with my husband, and now him and I are exploring ethical non-monogamy, and if you with it, I'm with it." All I needed to do is hear her voice. I was a little bit young. I wasn't too young. Maybe this is years ago, 4-5 years ago. Okay, so I'm just like, "Oh, okay." Long story short, this man was low key like the love of my life, and basically the wife called me back and was like, "I kind of bit off too much than I can chew." And I was like, "Wait a minute, like, girl, I'm in love with your husband, bitch. What the fuck is going on? You said I could, now what's going on?" And she said that once upon a time I told this guy, I said, "Hey, I'm gonna have to break up with you, right?" And he was like, "Why? Why would you have to break up with me?" And I was like, "Because I want kids and you can't give me kids." The wife called me and was like, "My husband came back and said Tisia wants children. Can I give her kids? Is that part of the agreement?" And she was like, "Bitch, I didn't sign up for this shit. I didn't know that he could like you the way that he, that he thought that he could like you, right?" And so that was a whole thing. So once upon a time, child, I was in this ethically non-monogamous relationship. And I brought all this up to say, y'all, follow me here, is that a part of this whole general conversation was living apart together.
Yeah.
And that was these couples that were living apart, but they were together. And I feel like this is kind of what this article was discussing, like couples that are legally together, but in reality, a fucking part.
Yeah, okay? Living single lives.
They're single, living single lives. Also, that they're emotionally and physically disconnected. And I think this brings up the conversation of what is the value add of a legal marriage, okay? And I think that people are finding out that you lose a lot more in the marriage/divorce than it is actually to gain, because when people say love ain't enough, most of a marriage is really about the love and the connection, right? Like that's really mostly what it's about. And you end up combining assets, and when the divorce happens, you find out that you lost a lot more than love and connection.
Yeah.
Baby, you lost houses, you lost fucking parental rights, you lost, literally like real assets, investments, portfolio. Like, you splitting shit that you never fuck.
Like, wait, I brought that into the marriage. I gotta split it.
I brought that into the marriage. Now I have to split it. So it's this whole thing, you know. And I feel like I have experienced firsthand what it's like for, just as a side person, to like an unorthodox kind of marriage. Like, these were two people that were saying like, hey, I'm open to dating other people. You're open to dating other people. But then, like, in the end, like, it was just like this weird thing. But I think that that's becoming a lot. Like, you see, like, what's his name? Who was it? Neo.
Yeah.
Neo talking about he got 3, 4, 5
and like not him kissing them in a row, then headed out to the concert. I'm like, oh, okay,
he got 3, 4, 5 girlfriends. So now he's like, that's like, I feel like we're seeing a lot of non-traditional type of relationships where people are maybe like not together but together, legally together, separated. Which also brings up the conversation, it's like, as a single woman, if you meet a man and he says he's married but he's separated, what you gonna do?
I think he's still married. So I'm kind of backing away. That's just me. What about you?
You know, I think it's interesting. I personally just like try my best to steer away. But also, what I have seen people legitly separated. Not involved with that woman, baby, for years.
I mean,
legitly separated, but you also, you're a married man.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, when you're in your 30s, late 30s, no kids, never been married, shit start getting, nobody told us about this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, when you talk about marriage, love, and life, nobody told you about this stuff. There's a lot, I call them the divorce Derricks. The divorce Derricks. There's a lot of divorce Derricks out here that are actually separated but legally married, and have no intentions on getting back with their partner, wives. But there's a process. There's a process before the divorce, right? And so I think that it just really is like tricky. It's almost like we getting like kind of life's leftovers. It's like, God damn, like, you on your second life. I want my first life.
Right. So it definitely has like a little, I'm like, dang, like, but I don't know, just a little piece to me is like, I gotta see y'all separated. I need to see like just completely different lives before I feel comfortable, because I just feel like at the end of the day, there's the bond sometimes that is, I mean, I would hope it would be created when you actually go into a formal union with somebody, that I'm like, it's easy to talk your shit like when we're just like at a bar or at a restaurant, but like, let's see if she walk in here, if your back don't get straight,
right?
Like, we
that's right. But honestly too, I feel like I always say, like, there's like a compilation when I think about, like, for example, like men that are short, but if you're wealthy and short, it adds a little bit more, right? It's the same thing in a deficit. It's like, I can do married but separated, but if y'all got kids, fuck that. I'm not doing it. Like, if you have to co-parent as well, like, you can't be both. You can't be legally married / separated and you have to co-parent. Now that is too much for me. Like, it's like a formula that I have.
Yeah.
Like, if you short but you have money, I thought this real, and it said they were like 6'2" and 6'4" is kind of the same. And the guy was like, what? It is not the same. If you are 6'2", it's like, okay, yeah, maybe I'll go Dutch. But if it's like, if you 6'4" and you say that you're like baby, you just don't tell me about your criminal past.
Right.
6'4" grants you so much more than 6'2". It's not the same. And I feel like again, height plus wealth. Look, talk to me nice. It depends.
Yeah.
But you talking about married but separate and you got kids, bitch, count me out. I can't. It depends on the formula of the guy and what you have to offer. But separated plus co-parenting, I can't do it. If you were separated and there wasn't any children involved, you might could swing my way. Who knows? If I truly believed you were separated.
Right.
You know? But
that part.
I believe it. I think that a lot of people have seen the results of divorces. They have seen just what's that girl from Real Housewives of Atlanta? Is her name Drew? Her husband living in the basement, child. Have you seen that?
No. I just saw like on social media, but yes.
The husband is living in the basement because the arrangement of the divorce, I think they got to fake try to work it out first, but like the husband is living in the basement and she has had court orders that she cannot visit. This is her home or their home, whatever. Yeah. And the husband living in the basement.
And she can't go to his house.
She can't go to his
her basement.
In her basement. It's a crazy thing, you know. So I've seen some shit, and I feel like things are becoming a little bit different. You know, I think that women are more open to these like non-traditional arrangements. Even in my girl chat, there's a lot of women, Christian women per se, that are being approached by Muslim men who can have a few wives, and they're like, well, I'm open to converting, but what, you know, so I've seen a lot of just like non-traditional kind of mixy situations, but I'm not that agile.
Yeah, because I feel like, what if I fall in love and then you have to get the divorce? Now you're like, oh, well, I don't want to get it. It's like, okay, well, we done did all this, and now you don't want to get the divorce? Like, piss me off.
Right. Yeah, I think it's just a lot. So honestly, I'm not surprised. But you said, but it's staying out of duty, fear, or routine the red flag, or is it the refusal to do the work to reconnect? I'm kind of on like both ends of the fence. As much as people will presume that I'm like, girl, if he not doing this, leave him. I always tell women, I coach married women, ironically, and I'm not a married person, but I coach married women. And when I'm telling you, my advice to married women is far different. This shit not no joke. You married that man under God, bitch. Get in the mud, get in the booth, get in the field. You got to put that fucking work in.
Get in the booth.
You can't just be like, I'm done with you. No, you married that man.
Yeah.
You got to do the work. You got to go to counseling. You got to work it out. I always say, baby, look, if my husband cheat on me, I don't know what I'm going to do.
And that is the honest answer, right? I think we gotta stop acting like, oh, now
I cannot confirm or deny.
Let's not be so cavalier in a oath, like a covenant, essentially. No, it is a covenant that you made that you're like, oh, I'm done.
Bitch, people might say, look, a man give me 12, 15 years of a good life, and we didn't have kids, and you fuck around and look. You have a little misstep. I can't confirm or deny that I'm leaving my husband. I'm gonna say that now. Look,
that's honest. I think we need to start having more honest
conversations. Like, you talking about a life that I built with you, and you made a mistake.
And remember, your life is not social media. Your life is your husband and you, the wife. Like, stop trying to like, oh, because I want to be. People gonna think whatever till the day you die. Mm-hmm. you could break up with him. They gonna say something. Stay with him. Say something.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's really difficult to gauge. So
you're honest.
Yeah. Anywho, I think we're living in some new ages and new times, and I think that men have more of a platform to be more flexible in what they want. It doesn't have to be monogamy. Women are more flexible. I think that the numbers and the ratio of available men makes women a little bit more flexible, and you've seen a lot of just non-traditional hookups and link ups and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you can afford 3 wives. I always find the audacity. It's like, y'all talking about, I met a man. Your event. Do you ever remember that like pink event that you did at that place? And they had like all of the like artists in the background. It was like photos of them, like artwork of these, like it was like a pastels and something event.
Yes.
I met a man there. And he had 3 of his girlfriends there.
Okay.
And I was like, oh yeah, your wife. And he was like, oh, I'm not married. And I was like, oh, I thought you said. And he said, I'm in a polygamous relationship. And I looked at that nigga and I said, bitch, you ain't got enough money to be polygamous.
And that be my
shit
part.
That be fucking killing me. You ain't got enough money to be polygamous. You niggas out here just doing shit just because you don't have enough money to be polygamous.
And I think we should talk about that. You need to have enough money to date one person.
Y'all trying to go 50-50.
2.
Okay.
That's all I'm just like, okay, I don't think we're there yet. We're not
there. Audacity. You got enough money. Y'all not Look, y'all not Cam Newton and fucking Neo and all these people that claim child. Anyways, I look at that man. I laughed.
No, that is comical.
You're polygamous, baby. You ain't got enough money to be dating multiple people.
All three of them were there.
All three of them, the whole crew. Anyways, I digress. Topic number 2. Offset wants spousal support. New details emerged that Offset is now seeking spousal support in his ongoing divorce from Cardi B. According to TMZ, the rapper also requested joint legal custody of their children, while Cardi B, I got something to say about that, while Cardi B asked for primary physical custody. Their on-again, off-again relationship has been plagued by cheating rumors, emotional turmoil, and public fallout, including allegations of harassment and revenge porn. As the drama continues to unfold, it raises a bigger question. How can you spot the red flags early enough to avoid getting this deep into dysfunction? Okay. Can we talk about the men that been ain't shit ass fathers that's now going for full fucking legal custody? This has been a whole thing of weekend dads, bootleg stepdaddies, and like now you men are going for full custody. You don't even know what fucking grade your kid is in.
Right.
You don't know what they eat. You don't know if they fucking allergic to peanuts or Jello. Okay. These men are now literally in court revengeful, trying to get full custody of these kids, which is beyond me.
It's a control thing.
You know that the kid been with the mama this whole time, baby. Cut it out. You don't know shit about this kid, really. You've been picking them up on the weekend once a summer, okay? Every other summer, right? So that's just one thing. But also, can we talk about it? First of all, Cardi B, I love you. And I love Cardi B, seriously. Yeah. But let's get the fuck into it. Cardi B, your man proposed to you at a concert. Let's talk about it. He had 4 or 5 kids before you fucking met him. Who knows what that was like? The man proposed to you at a concert. And then y'all went to the courthouse. So Cardi, hey, you never had, and again, this is not to say that the weddings make it more real or the bigger the ring or the bigger whatever, but he proposed to you at a concert.
Very showy. Very performative, if you will.
Very ghetto. It was a concert, a hood-ass concert that the boy proposed to you, and then you went to the courthouse and got married. So there is that. I called that from a million miles away.
Yeah.
You know? A million miles away. And also, too, we have all seen just Cardi just unravel so much. We have done so many, again, we talked about Carly. We talked about Brittany Renner and Cardi B. All of y'all can call me, okay? So we can coach y'all through this. But we cannot fail to talk about Cardi B without talking about that motherfucking comeback that she did.
I was like,
Can we talk about Cash Doll? Can we talk about Tiana Taylor? And can we talk about the Cardi B's, okay?
Yes.
Listen, ladies, have you a Tiana Taylor, Cardi B, Cash Doll fucking summer? The way that these women been popping out with new niggas happily.
All smiles. All smiles. I'm like, wow.
Cash Doll met that man. That baby was 10 months old. Period.
He said,
she said, what's up? I'm on to the next. We haven't, this is a movement. This is a movement of women saying, fuck you. I'm not going to take this treatment anymore. And if you can move on, so can I. And you want to know what's so funny? Ladies, this is so good. This is so good. I always say, women cry first, men cry longer. Women cry first, men cry longer. Listen, Iman Shumpert, Offset, and who the fuck else? Who was the third person?
Kevin Gates.
Oh, no, Cash Doll's baby daddy. All them niggas struggling. All of them struggling. Yeah. None of them got them a new piece. Okay, women cry first, men cry longer. And Cash Doll happily, blended family at fucking Disney World. Tiana Taylor planning a fucking surprise birthday for her
I was
man.
like, no notes.
Okay, no notes. Cardi B on a yacht with her nigga. Where's Iman? Where's what's his name? Tracy?
Oh, that, yes.
Tracy.
Yes.
Where is he? Struggling with some random Instagram fake booty girl. Oh, who knows where he is? And Offset ain't got new. Women cry first, men cry longer. And these women they have substance in their new relationship. And the men are scrambling.
Yeah, they are.
Iman, nobody heard him, baby. What he doing? We ain't heard shit from him since Dancing with the Stars. We ain't heard nothing from that man since Dancing with the Stars.
He has been laying low.
And where's Tiana? Booed up.
Booed up.
Booed up.
Looking good.
Dog, booed up.
Yes.
Cardi booed up. And all of their men are scrambling. Ladies, if you ain't heard nothing else, what's my relationship advice for the month? Be a Cardi B, be a Tiana, be a Cash Doll. Okay? And that's it on that. Anyways, we off that look. We off that look. We off that soapbox. Period. Okay, them men ain't found nobody. None of them in a relationship.
Mm-mm.
I feel like this is a new movement. This is like
I love it.
Serious. I love it.
Know your worth and add tax.
Add tax and
the man
charge.
said, "Oh, how much you said?"
Huh?
Okay.
Period.
Like literally.
And for all you women, also this is a good. For all you women, I get this question every day. I'm a single mom. Do you think men will date me with kids? Now, granted, you're not a celebrity, but Tiana Taylor has children.
Yes.
Cardi B had fucking kids, and so Cash Doll got 2 fucking kids. All of them got two apiece. All 3 of them got 2 apiece, and they found new men. So these niggas don't give a fuck. Okay, so please don't let having kids hold you back, because clearly men out here being stepdaddies and bonus dads. Period. Point to blank. Anyways, we off that soapbox. On to our bitch you smell good segment. Ooh, no, y'all know this is my favorite. Okay, so we've been doing empties, and y'all know if I empty a bottle, baby, it is something to be said. This bottle is legit empty. It is legit empty. And the funniest thing is that I went to LA a couple weeks ago, and my homegirl that I put on this fragrance had a full bottle of it. She was like, "Girl, I remember you talking about I love this fragrance." I was spraying her shit because I was like, I ain't got no more. I'm out. I ain't got no more. Y'all, this fragrance is Oolong Cha by Nishane. And when I tell you the green tea note in this fragrance is so freaking good. And I'm bringing these up because it is summer. Y'all, I have legit, no lie, over 200 fragrance. Literally, my fragrance collection is probably about $50,000. I ain't low on a thing, baby. I got full bottles, duplicates of many fragrance. But I'm coming to you today to show you a fragrance that I emptied, okay? I don't hit the bottom of no bottle, baby. If I hit the bottom,
it's a winner.
I'm obsessed, okay? This is Oolong Cha by Nishane. Nishane, I have more fragrances in this house than any fragrance that I own. Sponsor me and stop playing on my fucking name, okay? Nishane, call me, all right? I have so many fragrances from you all right? I'm obsessed with this fragrance house. And it's really because of the projection and the sillage. When you wear this, you can smell it. If I wash my clothes, I could smell it on there. Still.
That's so good.
Listen.
So good.
Nishane, Oolong Cha. Ladies, if you're a summer girl, if you're a fresh girly, right? If you like a fresh scent, I'm telling you. I've already talked about Byredo Young Rose. This is Oolong Cha. Nishane's Oolong Cha. It is just too good to be true. And I've hit the bottom. It's literally nothing in here. Okay. I was spraying my homegirl fragrance in LA. All right. It's just too good to be true. I have to say the notes on it. Hold on, y'all. Say the notes. The notes in this are bergamot, orange. I love bergamot. You got to be grown to wear bergamot. Bergamot, orange, Litsi, mandarin, oolong tea, the tea notes, y'all. I know it sounds weird. Like it's like, what does tea smell like? If you know, you know. When you smell it in here, the tea note in this, and it's so crazy. Nutmeg, musk, and fig are the base notes. Okay, the heart note is really what carries the fragrance, and one of the heart notes is this oolong tea note. This is one of my favorite fragrances. Earlier today, my sister said, um, I better be on the fragrance wheel. And I said, well, some of them going in my casket. She was saying, like, bitch, the day you die, you better put me on the wheel for some of these fragrances. And I said, well, some of them is going in my casket. This is one of them, okay? This is one of them that I'm going to say, put that shit in my casket. Nobody can have it, okay? Put it in my casket. That's Wulan Chinese Shanae. It's too good to be true, y'all. I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know, baby, all right? Anyways, we off of that. Bitch, you smell good bitch, you smell good segment, y'all. It's too good to be true. That is one of my empties, and I literally never hit the bottom of a bottle. Okay. It's good. Get in while you can, okay? This our Dear Tisia segment. And I love when y'all write me in. Okay, write me. Okay, the link is in my bio. I always post a link. Y'all can write me, voice note me in. Y'all, if y'all want some live relationship advice, write in to Dear Tisia. Okay. Anyways, okay, we playing it, Dre. Cool.
Dear Tisia, how do you know when a good man really is a good man? I've been with my boyfriend for a few months now, and I can feel that he loves me and we are so happy together. But what do I do about that little voice in the back of my head telling me that he might be playing me for a fool? Thank you so much, and good luck on your new podcast.
Oh, this one is kind of more complex because I want to know a little bit more about why do you feel like he is playing you for a fool. And the reason why that's important is because, like, sometimes women can get into relationships and they're so used to being treated poorly, and they're so used to toxic men that they don't see a good thing coming, right? And they're skeptical of the good things. It's like, oh, this is too good to be true. He must be lying. He must be cheating. He must be. No, it's actually not. You came across a good man, right? But it's like, I'm also a listen to your intuition type of girl too. Okay, that your intuition is protects you from so much. It's literally to protect you from harm and danger. So I'm more so like, what you know, what you find out, what you see, like what is it that you seen that you're like, I can't help, but there's a small little voice in my head that keeps questioning whether he's truly genuine or secretly playing her, right? And so my thing is like, check yourself, make sure that it's not childhood trauma or just baggage that you're dragging in from a past relationship, right? But also listen to your intuition, right? So I wish I would have known a little bit more. I want to know if it's like, he's really a good man, Savannah, but
Right.
you just got so much
Self-sabotaging.
Yeah,
you.
self-sabotaging, this baggage and trauma from past relationships, or you're attracted to toxic things, right? When you get a relationship that's actually calm and respectful, you're almost like picking fights and like looking for the drama in it all, right? So that's just one thing where I'm kind of like, okay, could it be that? But also it's like, don't skip over that, like, that
feeling,
turning in your gut, So
That's
I don't
fair.
have that much information, but I was just, encourage this woman to check yourself, do an audit of that relationship, and make sure you be real about it, right? Like, what is it that's making you think that this person could be playing you?
Double pound on that real part, because I think sometimes we like don't even realize we're living in a fantasy. We're like, no, we didn't see that. No, you saw that. You saw that.
Yeah, you saw that. You saw that. So I wonder if, maybe she's seen something that's kind of, or it's just like, even like the past, just kind of paranoia.
Used to it.
Just so used to chaos that when things get quiet.
Because it sounds like she's happy. Like she says, like there's some signs that he loves, like he cares for her deeply.
Yeah,
so it's like
only been a few months too.
Yeah, so it's just, I think that's real. Like, let's do an audit and let's not self-sabotage. Like, because that's so real. We do that.
We do that.
We're like, I don't want to feel that. That
what's wrong with you? Why are you so nice? And it's like,
sorry, I'm nice to you, but I like.
Right, like why are you, you want to think about those kind of things. You want somebody that's kind and genuine, and sometimes we're just not in a space to really quite accept that and recognize that, and we're like fishing for the drama and the chaos and trying to figure out like, is this really just? It's like, girl, you just met a great guy that's kind of normal. Can we normalize normal men that's not with the drama, that's not,
Trying
yeah.
to talk to your best friend. He like,
Hello,
I'm
just
cool.
like baseline, cool dudes, like cool, regular people, So interesting enough, but I would say do an audit. Check yourself, be real about it, okay? Make sure that you are not just attracting people that's full of chaos, and so now you don't really know like what calm, cool, and just peace looks like in your relationship, right? So interesting, but yeah. Good luck to you, sis. It's only been a few months, so keep your eye out. But yeah, do a little self dive on that. Okay. Our second voicemail is my son the problem.
Dear Tisia, I am 32, living in New York, very beautiful, go to church every Sunday. I take care of myself. I'm in the gym. I drink my water. I mind my business. I have a good job. All of these things, I also have a 14-year-old son. And my question to you is, what is this taboo, or I don't know, I feel like I'm missing something. It seems like the men aren't interested in either single moms with boys, and then I have like both. I'm a single mom with a teenage boy. Um, like, am I missing something? Do guys not like that? Because it's like as soon as I tell a guy that I have a teenage son, he's 14, they kind of seem to run away a little bit. And I'm like, I don't have the baby daddy drama. I don't have a bunch of kids. I just have him. So what is the issue? And I just feel like it can't be me because I take care of myself, and I pray and I ask God to send me a husband, and I'm waiting for my husband to find me. I've been following all of your advice, not dating crazy. What am I doing wrong? Like, is the single mom thing like really an issue with men?
You know what? A lot of the things that she named are not things that men are looking for. That's what women don't understand. Some of them, like, of course, men are attracted, they want to be attracted to someone physically, right? But it's like, I hear this every fucking day. I have a degree. I'm a good woman. I cook, I clean. That is not what a man is looking for. Okay. That is not what you should be leveraging as a woman, right? And I hear this so much. And I think that the kid thing is just in your head, right? It's in your head. This is not actually about the child, right? This is about actually everything that you spoke about before, that you feel like you take care of yourself, you're a praying woman, you do good, you look good, you got a good job, whatever. And it's like when you see a man, and I say this all the time, when a man is at the altar and he's crying with his little cue card for his vows, and he's shaking, right? And he's crying his little eyes out. He's like, you made me a better man, and you helped me be a better father. He's saying you're patient, you're kind, you're compromising, you're understanding. That is what the men are looking for, okay? And I know it's like a catch-22 because, yes, attraction is like a baseline, right? Yeah. But I see, and this is to all of my sisters, all of my black women, let me tell you this. The job, the degree, and your income is not your currency in life, and you gotta hop off of it. It's such a masculine doggy dog world that you're playing, and I want you to relinquish yourself out of the poverty and the fucking jail of I'm doing good for myself. I'm a high earner. I pay my own bills. Please get off that horse, okay? Yeah. That is not what men want from you, all right? Men want you to be emotionally sound, patient, kind, nurturing. They want to see the wife in you and the mother in you. That's it. Please put your accolades behind the accolades. Oh, I'm about to get on one, y'all. For black women in particular, the accolades that you learned in life is the doggy dog world that we use to compete with white people. Period. You don't want to compete with that when it comes to your man, all right?
Yeah.
You don't want to use those same things to compete when it comes to your man and your partner. What we were told to go out, get an education, don't depend on a man for nothing. That is what we've used to compete with white people. I went to 2 PWIs, okay? I got 2 degrees from 2 PWIs. That is what I was taught to compete with these white folk where money wasn't an issue. Mm-hmm. Don't use those things to compete in your love life, okay? Right. You gotta relinquish it. Free yourself. Black men are not looking for money, degrees, and fucking success. They're looking for the softness, okay, in black women. That's what they want. They want the kindness. They want understanding. They want love. They want patience. And I hear this type of call every fucking day. I'm gonna let you know this today, baby. It ain't your 14-year-old. It ain't your kid.
Yeah.
You know how many men? She said she's 32 years old.
So
75% of 32-year-olds got kids. Okay. It ain't your child, baby. You have to really tap into a different aura of what what you have going on. And being a praying woman is great, right? But I'm telling you, black women have to free themselves from this boss life. A man will marry a Starbucks barista, okay? Why? Because she was understanding. You ever seen these women that be like, girl, you saw Tyrone's new girlfriend, Can you believe it? Let me tell you about Tyrone's new girlfriend. Tyrone's new girlfriend know how to fucking listen. She knows how to shut up. She knows how to submit. She knows how to be understanding and patient. It don't have nothing to do with what you look like, what you got, whatever. Tyrone's new girlfriend is making him feel like King fucking Tut, okay? She's making him feel so good about so many things, and that is what men are looking for. So everything you name, sweet girl, is my son the problem? No, it's not your son, okay? It's your perspective on what you think you bring to the table. Once upon a time, somebody asked me, say, what would you say to a man that asks you, what do you bring to the table? And I said, the ability to know what the table fucking needs, okay? I know.
That's it.
That's it.
And that's a bar. He would, if he's smart, he would shut up. Because that's, oh shit.
What do you bring to the table? I bring the ability to know what the table needs. I know whether we need new fucking napkins, new cutlery, if we need some water, if we need
some new table gas.
We need some new table gas. Baby, I bring the ability to know what the table needs, and that is innately what women bring. We are incubators. Those are things that men don't have it. Okay. Yeah. Men just generally don't have it. And that is what, first of all, I wouldn't even be answering them type of questions, because the moment you ask me that, the moment I clock the fuck out. Yeah. Okay. But if you wanted to know, all right, I bring the ability to know what the table needs. Yeah. That is what women's gift on this earth is. All right.
Truly.
So no, baby, it ain't your 14-year-old. You got to clock the fuck in. Women do not know what men are actually freaking looking for. And actually, I don't know if we should be really trying to really kind of even like counter that as our, like, I don't want to live my life and thinking of like, what are men looking for?
Exactly.
I want to exist. That's it. All I want to do is exist. I want to be myself. I want to exist. And I want to attract the men that are attracted to who I am innately, right? Mm-hmm. But for a woman that has a 14-year-old, all right, I'm going to tell you this. It's not your 14. It's not your child.
Like so self-sufficient. I'm like.
Yeah, 14-year-old. Listen.
He's in high school.
He's in high school. He can watch himself.
Right. Okay. I'm like.
If you can't get a man to be into you with a 14-year-old, imagine these women out here with a fucking toddlers and 2-year-olds that need a babysitter. In order to go out on a date with you, I need a babysitter, okay? So trust me, it's not your 14-year-old, sweetheart. You just have to do a little bit of recalibrating and readjusting. That's just my opinion or whatever.
I think I even learned like not to lead with like your professional stuff. It's not an interview. Like, don't lead with that.
Don't lead with that. And also too, like, I see someone, what is it? What I think I found so much peace and actual solitude and knowing that, and the men that don't want to be with me. If that makes any sense. Like, so many women are like,
true.
well, what is it about me? Sweetheart, you don't want everybody to be into you. You do not want
That's so
everybody
real.
to be into you. You want to have a very select few that fit the bill, okay? You want to have a very select few people that actually qualify. You don't want to run amok and have the just everybody.
That must be irritating.
Yeah.
It's like, Lord,
I'm glad when a man is like, oh, this you ain't my type. You ain't great. Awesome. Make room for my motherfucking husband. Thank you. Excuse me. Bye. Bye. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like the makeup. I don't like the wig. I don't like that. Baby, great. Thank you. Please make room for my person. It is a good thing when men find you not their type or you're not in line with what they want to date, y'all. You do not want everybody to feel like they can date you.
And can we also like get our own type too? Like, I don't like that. I don't like this.
You rarely hear men saying, well, she wasn't really my type, but I decided to. And when we did see him, I've seen a couple podcasts where these men was on here talking about somehow they wives wasn't their first type, the one they type at first, and we ate them alive. Okay. Women need to stop. We be letting men grow on us too much. It's like, girl, do you have a type? Stick to your type.
Like,
because men stick to their type.
They do.
And they never alter.
And they do not.
They'll play around, but they ain't gonna marry.
They're like, oh yeah, this was fun.
This was fun. Like, they'll play around.
I have a lot of guy friends, and like they will. I remember one in particular. He was just like, nah, that's never wife. And I found that to be so profound, like, because he just was he knew like this was only fun, and unfortunately, like she didn't think that, but like it's like men know, like this is fun. This is ending in 2 months. And
we need to take a page out of their book. It ain't that many pages that I feel like we need to take a page. Look, it ain't that many pages we should take out their book, but that's one of them.
Yeah.
Get what you want up front. Be serious about it. And if it's for play, it's for play. But know who you want to. Women will let a man grow on them so much. And ain't nothing worse than being cheated on and lied to by a man that never was your type.
You didn't even like.
I didn't even like you, bro. I never liked you to begin with. And then you grew on me and you're a cheater on top of that. Oh, baby, what's the chances? What are the chances? What are the chances? Is that all? How many minutes? 48. We 48 minutes in. Okay. I think it ain't your son, sweetheart. Trust me, it ain't your 14-year-old.
And you're in New York. Have fun this summer.
Girl, have a good time. Listen, Cash Doll, Tiana Taylor, Cardi B. Okay. All them got kids. All right, they having a good time. Anyways, there's that. Episode 5 in the books.
In the books.
Woo!